This is Michael Lombardo of A to Z Sports Nashville, here to break down 4 plays from the Titans' 26-23 Week 4 win against the Philadelphia Eagles. For over 13 years, I've worked in the film departments at programs like Virginia Tech, Ohio State, and MTSU, helping coaches break down game film, helping coaches like Frank Beamer, Jim Tressel, Bud Foster, Manny Diaz, Rick Stockstill, and more. I'm going to use my knowledge of the game to break down this week's win against the Eagles. First play I'm going to go over with right now is one of the negatives on the offensive side of the field. The Eagles have been running 12 sets pretty much all day, which is a 2 tight end set with 1 running back and 2 wide receivers. The Titans have started to bite on the tight ends. In the top, you're going to see boxed is going to be Jordan Matthews and Malcolm Butler. Now, Malcolm Butler does a really good job to make sure outside zone protection is good. He doesn't give his outside, but he gives up his inside. But on the inside, he is expecting a little help from the secondary. He doesn't get any help from Kenny Vaccaro or Kevin Byard. You could see how wide open it is in the middle of the field. The Titans did bite on the tight ends, which then opened it up for Wentz to hit him. No help, just like it says. Now, they need to make sure they don't bite on the tight ends when they play the Bills. But a more positive we're going to see on the defensive side of the ball. Right here, the Eagles are running another 12 personnel. They're running a 1 running back, 2 tight ends. You have Jayon Brown on the outside. You have Arakpo on the right end. And you have Casey in the middle. They're going to get a little more of the double protection, but they're going to leave one-on-one for Morgan and Landry, which is a great thing because Landry has that bend. That's why they went and drafted him earlier in the second round. The Titans ended up getting him in the second round. Watch the bend. Boom. Perfect bend. Gives him maybe a 1-2 Mississippi count right there. Not enough time for him to let the play develop. Wentz let the play develop. I know I have Landry right there, but if you look at the secondary has moved up to take away the short passes to the tight ends, which then also gives the Titans a little more time to try and get after Wentz, which Landry does. Perfect bend, sack, fumble, recovery. Titans got it. Now we're going to go over to the offensive side of the ball. One thing that people have been complaining about is Derrick Henry's inability to get the run going. One thing he has been pretty good about have been toss sweeps. But right here in this toss sweep, he doesn't anticipate getting the ball first before he looks upfield. He's actually looking upfield before he gets the ball in his hand. You're going to see me zoom in right here. Boom. Mariota throws a pretty good toss. It hits Henry in the hands. But if you look at his face mask right there, he's already looking upfield at the Philadelphia Eagles defense. I know Nick Williams is trying to block one of the linebackers, but Henry needs to get the ball first for ball security. Nick Williams luckily makes this mistake not be as big a mistake by recovering the ball. But Henry needs to make sure he gets control of that ball first before he tries to run upfield. But I'm going to end this on a positive note. One thing that some people have been complaining about is Mariota's inability to throw the ball downfield with his hand, as well as him and Corey Davis not being on the same page. Well, this play, they were on the same page. We know they were on the same page with a touchdown at the end of the game. But right here is a really good sign of things if the Titans can keep this going. Davis is one-on-one. He's got the inside. And the Eagles don't have any safety help. In fact, the other cornerback has to come over to make sure that Davis doesn't turn this into an even longer game than it is. But boom, perfectly thrown ball. And if we look at the blocking protection, we can see it's also a 12 personnel for the Titans. They have 2 wide receivers, 1 running back with Dion Lewis, and 2 tight ends. He sends Jonnu Smith in motion to the left side with Luke Stocker. Luke Stocker blocks inside. Jonnu Smith is able to come back to the other side and block out, leaving Mariota enough time to throw a very pretty ball. Good play action, good block, perfectly thrown ball, right where he wants it to be. Let's hope they can keep doing plays like this in Buffalo this week.